It's 24/7 around the clock. Your love is like a full-time job.
Hi everyone, welcome to the show. We're filming today in Vancouver outside because it's such a beautiful day and we don't get a chance to do this very often. I'm your host, I'm Susan McCord.
I'm Sandra Loretta.
Sandra is a regular co-host with me and we're going to talk about something today that we both dealt with. So this title today is Divorce, How to Know When It's Over. What are the signs? What do you look for? And what steps can help you to get over divorce the fastest? So we're going to just run through a few of those. So the first thing is you've lost that loving feeling. That's when you kind of know that it's over. Like you no longer look forward to coming home because there's nothing to get excited about. There's nothing to look forward to.
Or if you are getting anxiety in that person's presence, every time you're around them, you're feeling very anxious, whether it be from fear, or maybe you've lost respect for them, or if there's no sexual attraction. What if the sexual attraction isn't there? If you don't feel like being sexual with them anymore, if you're just downright repulsed by them. If your dinner starts to come up, then
when you have nothing in common, you've grown completely in different directions.
And that happens.
Yes.
And that happens, yeah.
It depends. If you don't grow at the same time, you're going to have one person skydiving and the other person lawn bowling. I mean, that's what happens sometimes.
I'm
right?
the lawn bowler. I like to
I'm a skydiver. You and I couldn't be married.
No, we're not a good match.
And the last one about when you know it's over, like these are the sort of top key points, is you've tried counseling and even the shrink counselor thinks that you guys should split up.
Yes.
Like, I know they're not allowed to say that, but I've actually heard people say that the counselor said, I don't know if I can help you guys.
Yeah, or if the counselor says, I also do divorce counseling. That's a hint, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so the next thing we want to get into is what steps help you get over divorce the fastest. So this is probably a very, very important thing that Sandra and I want to address because we've both been here and we want to save you a lot of time. Okay, so first of all, you want to take some time away from the relationship to understand what went wrong, because there's two sides to a relationship breakup, and no matter how hard you want to believe you had nothing to do with it, there's a reason that you played a part in it that you aren't even aware of, but you need to really analyze what part you did play in it.
Yeah, and that's a big part of healing.
It is.
I believe. Because do not jump into another relationship right away. Give it some time. I would say, how long would you say? I'd say like 6 months, a year before it gets really serious.
Yeah, you know what? I agree with you on the 6 month thing. There is certain cases where if you've known a long time, like you were the one that broke up with the person, and you've known for a long time in your heart, you can date maybe earlier than 6 months, but be prepared not to fall head over heels with somebody because you're not going to be healing that quickly. And you're going to bring that baggage into that other person's life, and that's not fair to them.
And not to say that you will, but you may choose someone who is not good for you at all.
You're not, exactly, because you're still on that transitional phase in your life.
Yeah. Yes,
right.
Exactly.
So sit back, analyze what you did, because you've got to take ownership of what happened. You really do.
You do, and do things that maybe you wanted to do in your marriage, but you couldn't. Maybe you were too depressed, or maybe the other person didn't want to. Join a meetup club, or a yoga class or a dance class that you've always wanted to do. I think throwing yourself into something healthy like that is a great way to keep your mind off of things, and also really good for your self-esteem.
That's right. Like there's a lot of people, guys and girls, both. I wouldn't say equally. I think girls are probably doing it a bit more than guys, where they're sitting home, watching the chick dick flicks and sitting there.
Sex in the City.
Yeah. And the guys are watching Rambo 5 or whatever the hell they're just to, have a couple of beers and drown the sorrows and all that crap. And really what you're doing is you're not dealing with the actual issue. You're finding a little place to go that takes the pain away temporarily. What about relieving sexual tension?
Oh, that's a good one.
What would you suggest?
Oh, well, relieving sexual tension with someone or on your own?
Well, what would you suggest?
I would suggest both. If you have a buddy
Friends with benefits?
Friends with benefits, that you have a mutual agreement, then go crazy. But there is nothing wrong with self-pleasuring yourself.
Yeah.
You know? And you know,
puts a spring in your step.
It does, and explore a little bit. This is kind of your time to kind of maybe, you know, up it sexually a little bit. Up your game sexually.
Even if it's by yourself.
Why not?
Exactly. You're not a bad person by being alone. Being single is not a bad thing.
No, it's a great thing.
It's
Enjoy
a great thing. Take that time to do the things you could never do while you were in a relationship. Yeah. Take it from both of us. We've been there.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so photos. Get rid of just get rid of them.
Facebook?
Facebook.
Get them off.
Delete them.
Get them off all your
What else
social
is there?
media.
Yeah, all social media. And cut ties with their family.
Yeah, unfortunately, you know what? You'll have time to be friends later.
Maybe later.
Right now, while you're getting over it, you have to remove yourself from all those things. I hate to say that because it's a big part of your life. But you know what? Some of the friends, some of the family that are causing heartache to you because you're still dealing with all that stuff, you know what? You'll have time to be friends with them later. So that's all Sandra and I have to say. I think you should hear us out because we've been there, done that, got the t-shirts.
I got a t-shirt.
I got lots of t-shirts. I got a few years on her. Anyway, hope that helped everyone. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.